Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be doing a tour of my Japanese or my JDM car garage in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now before we get into the video, every single time that I do one of these garage tours, I always get the inevitable nerd who goes, "Those aren't JDM cars, those are just Japanese cars. JDM stands for Japanese Domestic Market. Nah, nah, nah." It's a lot easier to title a video JDM garage tour than my Japanese cars that are sometimes manufactured other places in the world, but might be Japanese as well. Garage tour in GTA Online. Okay, you get it? So, I know 95% of you guys are not going to say anything like that, but just for that 5% of people who have a few less brain cells than the rest of us, there you go. There's your disclaimer. Anyway guys, let's get right into the video. I got 9 cars in here that I'm excited for you guys to see. It has changed a bit since I did the last one of these, which was about 5 months ago, I want to say. So anyway, let's hop inside and take a look at my cars. Alright guys, so like I said, a few of these cars are going to be the same from last time. Some of them haven't changed, but the majority of them have actually changed, the customization or the car itself. So we're going to start off with the Sultan Rs right here. I just changed my customization on this thing a few months ago when I did my first edition of top 5 JDM cars in Grand Theft Auto Online. Again, I know it's not a JDM car for those people, just in case they've probably forgotten since I did the intro. So I know they're not JDM cars. Anyways, the Sultan RS, it is really good looking in my opinion. I went with the white and blue theme with this thing, as you guys can tell by the rims and the tire lettering, as well as the livery on the side of it. I really like how this thing turned out. I'm super happy with it. Overall, the Sultan RS, you know, it's a pretty good car. It's not, you know, the fastest car ever, but it's also not the slowest either. It's just a great car. I like it a lot, and I'm just really happy to have it in the garage. Let's move on to the next car though, which of course is the elusive 10 million horsepower Supra. It used to be black if you saw my old garage tour, but now it is obviously white, as you can see. I have also changed the exhaust on it to be a single exit because somebody brought up in the comments a while back that no Supra on Earth has a dual exit exhaust, and you know, they were right. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen a Supra with a dual exit. Single exits are a lot more popular. Overall, I like the car a lot better in white though. Black kind of looked like, you know, I don't want to say bad or anything, but like the white like highlights all the black parts on the car, which is really cool, and I think it looks really good. So anyway, that's it for that car. Let's move on to the next one. Now, of course, the next one is the Anise Lg Rh8. It's a pretty clean car. I gotta say I'm happy with my customization on this thing. I don't know what red it is that's on it, but it looks really good. It's got the quad titanium exhaust on the back with the carbon. It's got the red spoiler there. Obviously, I mean, the whole car is red. We got the front bumper with the canards and everything. Got the vented hood and all that. Overall, really good looking car. I don't drive this thing nearly enough because I've got too many cars in Grand Theft Auto, and I just never come over to this garage to just go and drive a car around. So I'm gonna try to start doing that a little more often. But yeah, RH8, it's a great car, especially for free. Can't go wrong with it. Definitely pick one of these up if you don't have one. Up next, we have the LG Retro Custom, as you guys can see. Mine is, it's probably changed a bit since the last time you guys saw it. It used to have red rims on it with red tire lettering. I removed the tire lettering, and I actually have a brown on the rims. Honestly, I think it looks really good. You guys might not agree, probably won't. It's the perks of being colorblind, I guess, is that things look good even when they actually don't. So, anyway, my car has no headlights. It's got carbon insets. It's got carbon inset headlights instead of the, you know, regular headlights. It's got the carbon splitter, carbon side skirts, carbon diffuser, single exit exhaust with the ducktail spoiler on it. Overall, it looks really good. Kind of want to customize this car again soon, so I might do that. Stay, you know, looking out for that on the channel in the coming weeks. I might have to do a recustomization of this thing. Anyway, let's move on to the last car in this section, which of course is the Anise ZR350. Now, since I customized this car, I have changed it up quite a bit. I have bronze rims on it now, I want to say, or maybe gold. I can't really remember. I think it's gold, actually. It's got the cherry blossom livery, which is, you know, very nice. It's a thing that I like to put on any car that I can put it on, really. It just looks really good in my opinion. It's got the vented hood on it. It's got the splitter, and I forget which front bumper's on it, but it, you know, looks pretty good, I think. It's also got like kind of the wide body kit on it. I kind of forgot that I added that, but it's on there. Little spoiler on the back. I love this thing. It's awesome. Unfortunately, there was no single exit exhaust option for this car, I seem to think. So I went with the dual exit, otherwise I would have gone with a single. It's a great looking car. I'm super happy with how this thing came out, honestly. Anyway guys, that's it for the ZR350. Let's move on to the next car, which of course is the Meibatsu Penumbra FF. Now, the color scheme, you can probably tell, is pretty much the same on these cars. They're mariner blue with cherry blossom livery. This car does have white wheels with red tire lettering though. That car used to have white wheels with white tire lettering actually. I really like this customization. I don't think you can go wrong with this. Some people don't like it. I've got a few comments saying the Penumbra's ugly or whatever, but I personally like it a lot, and that's really all that matters, right? So the Penumbra's, it's a great car. It came out with the Summer Special DLC last summer, and I bought it on day one, customized it, and I just fell in love with this thing. This is probably the car in this garage that I drive the most, next to the ZR350. So, you know, says a bit about it. I do drive this thing, you know, semi-often. If I'm ever going to a car meet, there's a pretty good chance that I'm going to pull up in this thing. So, yeah, the Penumbra, it's a great car. I would highly recommend picking that thing up. It's awesome. Let's move on to the next car, though. Here, of course, we have the Emperor Vector, which came out with the Tuners DLC as well. It's a really good car. It makes a super, super good sound. The exhaust note is just, it's fantastic. Honestly, it looks very, very similar to the real-life counterpart of it. And I can't find anything wrong with this car. I like it a lot. In my Tuners DLC vehicles ranking video, it didn't do that well, but that's because I liked all the cars with the Tuners DLC. Well, not all of them, but almost all of them. So unfortunately, this thing didn't stand that high in the ranking, but honestly, it's a great car no matter what. So I would highly recommend picking this thing up, especially if you're into car exhaust sounds in GTA. Like if you like a good sounding car, this is a really, really good sounding car. So if you're looking for something like that, pick this thing up. It's your car. On to the next one, we got the Meibatsu Penumbra. This is not the Penumbra FF like you saw over there. This is just the regular one, and you can get this thing off of the street in Grand Theft Auto Online. Pick it up, take it into your garage, and customize it just like this. And it will probably cost you, all upgrades together, probably less than $200,000, which is a pretty good deal. These cars are super underrated. Nobody really has them in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now, I gotta say, they are really, really slow, so kind of makes sense why people don't really have them. But I do think that it's a great looking car, and I do think that it's super underrated. I love this thing. It's like, man, it's probably one of the best free cars that you can get in Grand Theft Auto Online. It's definitely, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but it's definitely like in my top 3. It is just so sick. And with the little carbon details on it and everything, and in the yellow, I just think it looks fantastic. A lot of people don't like it, but who cares? Anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. Let's move right into the last car, which also came out with the Tuners DLC, and that is the Anise Lg. Anise Lg, it's a great car. I love how this thing looks. I love how you can transform it from looking like it does in the Southern San Andreas Super Autos picture to what you can actually make it in-game. It is just, oh man. It's one of my most favorite customizations that I've done, and people in my customization video tell me that they absolutely love what I did with the car and that I couldn't have done it any better, which, you know, thank you guys for the compliments. I probably could have done something better, I feel like, but it does look really, really good in my opinion. Unfortunately, this one also has a dual exit exhaust, but not much you can do because I don't think that they even offer a single exit with the customization on this thing. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for my garage tour. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments down below. If there's any cars you want me to customize, also let me know in the comments down below. I can easily show you guys that. So that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, if you learned something, leave a like, if not dislike. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.